What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Genetic Gamer TV coming at you guys with a Minecraft video. And today, guys, I'm excited to announce the introduction to my hardcore series. Super excited to bring this to you guys. As you guys see, I've been playing a lot of hardcore. Got a lot of different worlds. None of them have been recorded, so this is the first time I'm going to be recording hardcore for you guys. So yeah, super excited for this series to begin. I hope to do a lot of different projects. A lot of different adventures, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and create the world. Alright. We're going to name it Gamerville V7 because as you guys saw in the world screen, they're all Gamerville, just with different versions. So this one's version 7. First one, technically, that I'm recording. So technically, I guess it should be version 1. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch to hardcore, obviously, and create the world. Hopefully we have a good spawn so that I do not have to do a lot of running off camera to find a spot for us to build, because I hope to find the best spot to build. Alright, and we are in a forest. I was about to say tree biome. I meant to say forest biome. Looks like a cool little area. Especially for gathering our basic resources, aka wood. And then hopefully we'll find a cave with coal in it. So let's go ahead and gather this wood. I hope to get around 10 pieces of log just to start off here. Probably will get a little bit more before the end of the day, but regardless, we're going to start off with 10. So, as you guys see, I got a new computer. It's a lot smoother. Even with recording, I'm getting probably upwards of, well, actually we can check, 1,000 frames. I was more because I was looking up at the sky, and no chunks were generating. But normally I get around 400 FPS, 500 FPS with recording. So it's a nice computer, with Shadowplay and all that. So, which is what I'm recording on. So this makes it a lot easier for me to record, so I decided I would record some hardcore, because I think it's an entertaining series. I enjoy watching it, so why not I make my own series, so that I can look back and be like, hey, these are all the memories in that world. But anyway, guys, so I'm going to be running around here looking for a cave, because when I start hardcore, I always like to look for a cave, because normally caves have coal, and coal is essential for the beginning of Minecraft. Because you need coal to smelt food, cook iron ingots, all that kind of good stuff. And there's just a lot of forest, a lot of different types of forest. Very vast forest biome here. Got birch forest down there. If you guys can see in the horizon, there is a spooky forest, or I guess they call it a dark forest. I used to call it spooky forest. Oak forest, that's just your general oak forest. And then back that way, there is a spruce forest. So, not a bad place to start. I'm not necessarily sure that I want to build here. I kind of want like a, a nice little mountain behind us with some plains, potentially like a lake, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm kind of going to be going for as I search for a spot. Because whenever I start a hardcore series, I generally like to kind of venture out, travel thousands and thousands of blocks, to find the perfect place to build a house. And this is actually the perfect place to find some coal. So there is some coal right in front of us. That is perfect. So let me go ahead and craft us our first pickaxe. I hope you guys can hear the sound alright. I might turn it up just a tad. I don't want it to overlay my voice, but oh crap, I hit the wrong button. But I also want you guys to be able to hear. So I think that should be okay. So let me go ahead and mine some coal here, because again, coal is essential. As well as coal, I want to mine, and I hear a Spider-Man down. I don't know if it's down this way, if it's in our neighboring cave, because it looks like this thing kind of wraps around. So I'm not sure if it's here or if it's in a neighboring cave. But regardless, we're going to just keep mining this coal and pretend like we're not hearing it. That's always the route to go unless you're hearing a creeper. Because generally if you hear a creeper, it's right behind you. Because they kind of sneak up on you. So we got 12 coal so far. Not gonna like mine all this coal because it looks like there's two pretty substantial veins here. So I'm not gonna mine them all, but I'm gonna mine some of them. Just a little bit of coal is all I need. Probably about 32. Just so that I have enough to make some torches, have enough for 2 furnaces to smelt some basic stuff like iron and food, and just get started a little bit better. But I should go with like, I don't know, 25 we'll go with, so that you guys aren't sitting here. I know I just cut, but try not to do too many cuts. I mean, obviously there's going to be quite a few, but if I don't have to cut, then I'm not going to. And I feel like mining coal is not something I'm going to cut, at least for right now. Definitely later I'll cut coal, don't worry. But not now, because coal is pretty important. So with this iron pickaxe that not iron, I wish this was an iron pickaxe. No, with this stone pickaxe, I'm gonna go ahead and just mine a little bit more cobblestone. As you guys see, I just created a sword and a pickaxe to start with. But we're about to make a full set of tools so that we have a shovel and an axe as well, and are able to mine with pace and work with pace. So let's go ahead and make a furnace as well. I know I was talking about the tools, but we also are going to need a furnace eventually. Pretty soon here, actually. Create a shovel. We're going to need a couple more sticks. Create an axe. There we go. And I'm sure you guys have all played Minecraft before. If you are watching a hardcore series, I feel like you guys have played Minecraft. So that's kind of what I'm going to base it off of. But I'm sure that most, or at least some of you guys will probably not have ever played Minecraft before. So I'm going to kind of explain some stuff, but not a lot, so that I don't bore everybody who actually has played before. And there is a creeper. He is just going to float down there. Not trying to die, so not going to actually go in this cave. I know I probably could, but, you know, it's a risk. It's always a risk to do anything like that. So instead, I'm going to come out and mine some more wood. Here's where that second wood haul comes in. And mine a little bit more wood so that I have it during the night. Because obviously I'm going to be, if I can't find any sheep, I'm going to be in a hidey hole cave type area for quite a little bit. So I kind of am going to need some coal. Not coal. I'm going to need some coal, but I'm going to need some wood. Twisting up my words here, guys. And this is a nice little area, but I don't think I want to build my house and my little farm area here. And I need food as well. I was hoping I would see some iron in that cave, but I did not, unfortunately. Maybe, nope, that's not even a cave. I thought that was going to be a cave. So moving on, I'm going to try to find some animals. Hopefully, I see some piggies. I see some piggies. This is a nice area. It's nice and flat with some water, but no mountains. And if you know me, you know I love some mountains. And you also know that I love some jungle. I missed. Oh my gosh. I do actually hit and kill pigs with an axe, because if you critical a pig with a full swing of an axe, with a fully charged swing, it will kill it in one shot. Axes actually have more attack damage than swords at the start. The only downside of an axe is that, and this is why you guys probably like, well then why don't you just use an axe to attack things? And that's because if you guys see, the charge on an axe regenerates very slow, whereas a sword is a little bit faster, and a sword has a swinging attack. So when you do swing, I'll see if I can demonstrate this here, it'll actually, of course, it doesn't do it when I actually want it to do it, but when I don't want to do it, it'll go ahead and just hit multiple mobs. But anyways, so it has like kind of like a swinging attack. So when you hit a mob, and when you hit a mob that's like close to another mob, it essentially makes that kind of swinging, and you guys can kind of see it when you do hit. You guys can kind of see that swinging animation. That's that little white little slash that's going across the screen when I hit this mob. So that can actually hit multiple mobs at one time. So that's the kind of benefits of a sword. But when you're killing mobs, especially when you're killing animals in a farm, and you're trying to save 2 animals at the end, it can be very beneficial to attack with an axe, because you're killing them one shot, as well as not hitting and potentially killing your remainder animals. So kind of going around here, this is a very interesting area. Also potentially dangerous, so not going to be living here. So guys, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is, actually, before I do cut and go find a spot to build and begin building, I'm going to go ahead and smelt this food up here. And you can really do this anywhere, but I'm just going to do it here because I feel like it. But before I do cut, I'm going to go and smelt this food up. And then I'm going to kind of start adventuring to find an area to live. And again, I'm looking for, you know, mountain, plains, potentially some lakes. Just looking for like a nice spot that I can kind of envision things I'm going to build. And there is a little friend. Hello, Mr. Zombo. Have you ever seen Zombieland, Mr. Zombie? Lots of zombies die in that movie. Alright. Let's get out of this little cave. Don't want to be here too long. And it is turning night, so that's also a concern because I did not get any wool, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut here because I don't want you guys to just sit here while I sit here waiting around for this food to cook. If anything does interesting happen, I will come back and inform you guys what happened. I feel like as soon as I turn the recording off, something interesting is going to happen, but hopefully nothing does, and I'm going to come back to you guys once I have actually found a viable spot to live that's going to suit my needs. So I'll see you guys in a couple seconds for you and potentially an hour for me. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, with that little bit of a pause, it's been about 3 hours of my time, but it's going to be about 1 second in your time. We have found, I think, a potential candidate for a home. As you guys see, I found a little plains area with this humongous mountain behind us. So it's pretty much what I was talking about. The only difference is that there's no water running through here. I think this was intentionally supposed to be a river, but it's dried up. But it's okay, because, I mean, we can always put a river there later with water buckets. But as you guys see, there's mobs just swarming everywhere. And if you guys can check my inventory, I had to kill a couple mobs along the way here. So I think I'm going to get into some safety and make a hidey hole right up in the side of this mountain where I think I might put a mine, which I think is going to be around right here. So we're just going to dig in, escape these mobs. I need to make some torches as well so that I can light this area up. And I think these zombies are really passionately trying to get up to me, and I don't necessarily like that. So I'm going to dig my little hole right here in the side of this mountain, and eventually this will turn into a mine. The reason why I made it at this level is because it's basically in line with the plains, so that when I do want to make a little bit of a bridge over here, then I can. So let me put this crafting table down and make a door to protect myself from the zombies. I know it is hardcore, so technically they cannot get in here, or they can get in here because it's hardcore, not normal or peaceful or easy. But still, it'll protect against other things like creepers and skeletons. So just mining out a little bit of an area for me to set up until daytime. I did find 3 wool on my way. I found sheep, and I was able to make a bed, so I was able to sleep here, which made just the traveling process a lot easier. So let's just put that down here. I'm not going to go ahead and sleep now, because there's a couple things I want to do before daytime, because obviously when it's daytime I want to utilize the brightness to go out and explore this area a little bit more. But I think that this is going to be my new home. I think. I mean, it seems like a nice little area, so yeah, I think I might use this. Just smelting up some of this raw beef that I got here, and then also going to wait for daytime to come. So while that happens, I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and I will be back in just a second. And with that, guys, I am back. I did a couple things. I made a chest, stored some of this excess stuff away, finished cooking all my meat. As you guys can see, furnace is empty. I turned the rest of the logs into oak planks so that I can make the chests and stuff. And there was my friend that just died. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this time to kind of explore this land a little bit more, because obviously this is completely new territory for me, so I kind of want to see what we're working with. So I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this entire plains into my land. This is going to be like my land here. I'm going to have farms and houses and villages and all that kind of good stuff. Let's kill the spider and get some string good. And that kind of stuff. I like this a lot. So we'll definitely need to utilize everything around us, because there's some pretty cool land masses. As I said to you guys before, there's this big mountain. It might not look crazy big from this side because this is a little bit risen, this plains biome. But like from the other side where it's sloped down, you guys can definitely see the rise. It looks like there's also mountains over this way, so we could even potentially expand the castle slash landscape over this way, because this looks like just more plains and mountains. Lots of terraforming also has to go into this, because if you're living in mountains, I mean, normally there's going to be some weird generation, and this mountain honestly kind of looks pretty normal. There doesn't seem to be any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Extensions anywhere, I guess. Things that look unnatural. There's no unnatural parts of this mountain, at least from this side. So that's a plus, which is why I kind of was drawn over to this mountain. But I think for my first house, I'm probably going to put it over here, because as I said to you guys before, I like having water near me. I don't know why, but I do. So we're just going to stick with that. And we're going to go with that. So I think this is definitely going to be my house, or my homeland. Going to take a little bit of terraforming, a little bit of different stuff, but I think it's a good template to work with. So for the rest of this day, I want to go ahead and start. Well, first I want to start expanding this little mine area, this upper mine area, which is going to serve as a temporary home for a significant amount of time. But eventually we will move out of this area and go into the actual outdoors and make a house. But for right now, we're going to go and stick inside here in our nice little cozy hidey hole. And yeah. So I think I'm going to extend this one more this way, just to make it even on both sides. Yeah. Let me mine some of that gravel. Just put some cobblestone there. We actually got some flint, which is nice. Which this is going to be, I have to move some of this stuff back. Or up. I'm going to move this. Normally what I do is actually put the crafting table up top with the furnace, because it gets in the way of stuff. So then I can put my bed here, and I can move the chest back a little bit. All that stuff's going to just pop out that I just put in there, but it's okay because it's not too much. So let me just pop this stuff in here. Normally I try to organize at the beginning so that later on I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to try to do that, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. Just put miscellaneous items here. Okay. So with that, let's put some torches just to light this area up a little bit. And I think we're going to go ahead and start a mine. I think I'm going to start my mine. Typically, I try to start my mine 2 wide and 3 tall. And the 3 tall part is something a lot of people don't do at the start. but I find it's a good way, A, to get cobblestone, and B, because later on when you want to do mines and mine shafts, it's going to be a lot easier to just have this pre-done. Or stairs. Stairs, you also need 3 tall. I guess you technically don't really need... I don't know if you need 3 tall for mine shafts, but I like to have 3 tall just so it's more room. You also collect more cobblestone doing it that way, and our pick just broke, so we have to make a new one, or a new 2. So I tend to just do it 2 tall. Obviously, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this entire mining process, so I'm going to just go ahead and skip to where I'm at bedrock, and if anything does interesting happen, if I run into a cave, run into any kind of ore, significant ore, I guess I should say. If I run into coal or iron, I'm not going to come back, but if I run into any like significant ore, I guess, wait, actually, I don't think I have iron, so I guess I will, yeah, I don't have any iron, so I will cut if I have iron, but if I just find coal, I'm not going to cut back in. So if anything interesting happens, I'm going to go ahead and cut back in. If not, then I'll see you guys at the bottom. Alright guys, look what we have stumbled upon. We have found ourselves an abandoned mine shaft connecting directly from our mine, so that's pretty cool. I hear an absurd amount of zombies and spiders around here. I think, yep, here we go. This is where the spiders and zombies are both coming from. I don't want to really mess with that right now, nor do I really want to mess with any of this stuff, because this is a task for a whole episode of teaching you guys how to explore abandoned mine shafts, as well as getting all the resources that I need. I just want to kind of like look around here though, see if I can see anything cool. Cave spider was one of them. There's another spider here. Get some of this coal. I did get a little bit of iron at the very start of it. I have 15 pieces now. I found 2 veins as I entered the abandoned mine shaft. So that's going to help out a lot with exploring this, because before I come down, I want to go up and make sure I smelt the iron. I want to smelt it down and create a pickaxe, potentially a sword, a shield. Let's see, pickaxe, sword, shield, that's all 6. So we'd have 9 left, which means we can make a chest plate. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Also, with that iron, I want to bring it back up a little bit of string. We did kill that spider earlier and got 2 already. I just want 3 more so I can make a bow and arrow. And with that, I think I'm going to close this off. And we're going to go explore that in the next video, because I don't think I have time for that today. And I'm going to go ahead and run up and start smelting this iron down so that I can make some tools, to prepare for that adventure. So let me just get to the top here. As you guys see, I got pretty far. I'm not sure what level that's on. I didn't actually check, unfortunately, but I will check soon. Let me just put some of these blocks away. Okay. Alright, and with that iron smelting, with that abandoned mine shaft discovered, I think I'm going to end off the video here. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button down below and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. And tune in for the next video. It should be coming out pretty soon. Potentially, I don't know. I think this would be probably posted, what's tomorrow? Thursday. So the next video will probably be posted on Friday. Probably will be a little bit of a longer one with exploring that abandoned mine shaft. I'll try to cut it down, but yeah. So leave your feedback in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.